Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you guys had a good weekend. I've been thinking about this game a lot, so hopefully today's the day I finally befriend everyone. But yeah, I hope everything's going well for everyone. Let's see. And without further ado, let's just get into it. Alright, so where were we? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired today, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure doing this stream will give me enough energy to carry through. I did get a new mic, like I said I would before, but yeah. I see. It's this one. So, let's just start with Magnemite, why not? And then just go around counterclockwise. Oh man, I don't remember which orientation it was. Okay. Not a great start. Okay, let's see. Gotta figure out which way was the right way to hold the controller. Because there was a correct way to do this. It just doesn't seem like it wants to cooperate today. That's so weird. It's really off today, huh? What the heck? Hmm. Is it just like this? The calibration? There's no way. Everything seems to be working fine. I don't know why. I can like just pause to figure out how this works. It's not cooperating. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure this out. It could be the Dolphin emulator, or it could be the controller program. For whatever reason. Let's see. Hopefully this fixes it. Otherwise, I don't know what to do. Oh, maybe it's just a character. You know, it could just be the character. That would be really annoying if it's... Yeah, no, I think it's the character. Wait. Mm, we need to find... We need to find the character that I played with. As kind of like a baseline to see if it really is the character. It's just like causing this. Because I don't remember it being this difficult to control. No, no, it's drifting. It's drifting. For sure drifting. Okay. That's not the character. Hmm. Let me see if I can restart this program. Let's see, let's see. And then if I reopen it. And it is acting weird today. Mm, maybe it's the mic that it's like taking up too many processes. Let me try turning off the secondary mic. We don't even need it right now anyways. And then hopefully that solves our issue. I think it's because I'm using a USB 2.0 hub. Okay, so that connected that time. Let's see. You know what? That might have been the problem. Yeah, that might have been the problem. That's so weird. I'm having so many like connection issues. So, like usually. Just because I'm trying to add more to my PC. I guess that makes sense. It's just kind of annoying. Okay. Now it's starting to like drift again. It's so weird. I did get the bonus with him, so hopefully Magnemite. Hopefully it's achievable with Magnemite now. It's just 1,000 anyways. I just have to hit a Rotom once, I think. Yeah, it's still drifting a bit. Don't know why. It might be the controller itself. I do have a secondary controller, so maybe it's the accelerometer inside. That could be it. Let's see. So I'll turn that one off, and then I'll turn my secondary controller on. Alright, please stand by. Alright, so that's been turned off. And now let's see if the connection to the second controller works. Okay, so it is connected, but my biggest fear is that... Oh, nope. It works. I thought that because it's a secondary controller, maybe like the profile didn't work. So I had to like reconfigure everything, which would have been a hassle. Let's see. It's not going up like I want it to. Oh, it doesn't do a one-hit KO with it. Man, this is really frustrating to play. Let's see if I can like... Let's see. Let's see if I can do anything in the Dolphin emulator. I wonder if I can play this without... without a controller. Because I'm assuming that like... I'm assuming that this can be played through... I'm not too sure. Okay, so the Haunters require 3 hits. The Ghastlies require 2. Okay, so I already got it. So I could purposely lose. Oh man, but this is really frustrating. I knew this mini game specifically would give me the most problems, but I didn't realize that my controllers would act up. Hopefully, Pikachu's a lot easier. Maybe Ghastly will require one hit, and Haunter requires two. Let's see. Nope, same amount. But I do need to get 2,000 now. Okay, so I got okay, I got 2,000. So now I could purposely lose. I still don't know if it's like a USB hub issue. I did order one last night because I was testing out the new mic. And all of my cameras and mics go into one USB hub that goes into one USB port on the front panel of my PC. So I think the fact that it was 2.0 kind of hindered its full potential, and I noticed some screen tearing. I don't know if that's even the right diagnosis for what I was experiencing, but yeah, that's the closest I can claim to it have been. And I did notice that the mouse sounded significantly quieter. I thought that was just like a issue with the mic itself, because it is a cheaper end mic, because I'm used to working with a $100 mic and a $100 mixer for the mic, and it's connected via XLR. But this mic that I bought was like 30 bucks, and it's USB, which I know isn't the best because of how like the recording gets processed and delivered to the computer. Like, you would ideally want a mixer for that, but I just decided like it's just gonna be for Pokemon card openings anyways right now, and it's decent from what I've heard, because I've heard tests for it. So I just decided to stick with it, but hopefully changing to a USB 3.0 hub is going to fix all the problems. Right. I forget. I didn't see how many points I needed for Mr. Mime. I think it was like around 3k. And I didn't even get that. Wait, did I get? Yeah, 3.5k. Speaking of the Pokemon card openings, I still haven't decided if I want to do one today. Like, maybe I just want to focus all my time on Poképark today. It really depends. I do have more sealed product that I have laying around, but I don't know how viable the I don't know how viable the multiple openings is gonna be. Like, I don't know how sustainable it is, because I can't. I'm not at a position right now where it's financially viable to like open 3 boxes a week, because that's a lot even for me. I don't know what the strategy here is. Is it to like get the Ghastlies first, or just get anyone who's the closest? I thought I got him. What is the strategy here? Like, part of me was thinking, since I got the new mic, maybe I should like test the bad boy out. But then I don't have the USB hub, so it's kind of like I'm a little hesitant too, because it's more stress on the PC now. I thought I got the Ghastly. It's a little difficult because I have to hit ghosts multiple times rather than one now. Maybe I should just go for the ones that are closest. Yeah, like this one. Actually, I don't know if that was the best move. Okay, so I got my goal. Okay, I'm just gonna. Maybe that was a strategy, just to go for the ones that are closest. I mean, it makes sense, but then you have to take into account like lives, and I thought maybe going for the haunters first was the most viable strategy. I forgot. I didn't see the points that required for it. I should start making like a mental note to do that because I I just don't. I don't know why. I'll just get 3.5k and see where that takes me. Okay. Maybe 4k is safer. Yeah, 4k is safer. There we go. Yep. My intuition was correct. Oh, I didn't mean to. Wait, did I? Oh, I pressed retry. I'm stupid. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little out of it today. I had to wake up a little earlier because I sold some stuff on eBay and I had to like drop it off at the post office. And it is cold outside today. Okay, so Abra requires 5,000, which should mean that these ghost Pokemon are 1k. No, the Ghastlies are. So I think the strategy might be to hit the Haunters first, because I can just quickly tap the Ghastlies if I need to. Okay, I saw a Rotom on the side, but I can't get to it because it requires me to like turn, and that just doesn't work on this. Why did I not get that? I should really look into figuring out how to play this without gyroscope controls. Like if I could play with mouse and keep well, if I can walk around with controller but then play mini games with mouse and keyboard, I think that would be the most ideal way to play this game. 'Cause I don't think everyone's willing to like buy a separate controller for this game. Oh, I hit 5k. Okay, I can just die. Like I said last stream, I'm not gonna be playing the mythical Pokemon in these mini games. I'm just gonna get the high score for just the regular Pokemon to get the mythical. I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's like a incentive for you to actually get all the bonuses, especially since there's like a cap to how many berries I can get. I think I've already reached that cap multiple times. But yeah, I don't think there's even an incentive to befriend everyone in the game. I just the completionist side of my brain just wants me to do it. But after I do befriend everyone, I want to start inputting codes and seeing what the extra content is all about. Because I have a viewer. I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but he stops by often. His name's Indigo Facade, and he says good things about the DLC, or not the DLC, but like the extra code content. Oh, thank God I got the bonus there. See, that part is specifically difficult because they spawn right behind me. Oh crap! And I can't turn because of the way that the accelerometer. Oh, Indigo Facade. Hmm. Well, several of all the codes just allow Pikachu to play in all the attractions. Oh, No wonder, because he's like locked in some of the attractions. It's kind of difficult to like kind of gauge how to take the series, or not series, it's not even a series. Like I'm not doing a series or anything, but it's kind of hard to gauge like the scope of this game and plan accordingly, because I don't want to get spoiled, but at the same time, like I need to have a good idea of like when the game's gonna end, or like if the extra bit of content is worth streaming. So I don't know. It's like that weird balance. It's less than I remember it being good, as it was really cool to have them wandering around. Like the the mythical Pokemon wandering around. I'm not sure I understand. By the way, Indigo Facade, how was your weekend? So those Rotons are a definite must get, because they're just worth so much. Okay, so if I can get more than one, yeah. Oh, please let me get that Rotom. No. Okay, so I have to like rely on the knockback on that. Okay, so I just need to get one. Okay. Right? Did I get them? Did I just meet the cutoff? Yeah, I just met the cutoff. Sorry if I took insistence as hype. I just wanted to make sure that you knew about them. The codes aren't really treated as DLC or super codes. It's just extra Pokemon. Oh, no. I mean, you don't have to apologize. I just thought that like it was like extra content, because do you remember the sign in Meeting Place? Like the sign kind of insisted that like, oh, you should try it out because it's really cool. So I got really like intrigued, you know. But it's okay if it's not. That means I'll just move on to the next game, or I'll just do an opening. I don't know what I'll do. I don't really plan these things out before I hit the go live button. You know? I'm still pretty new at this, so just trying to get the hang of things. I do want to start making YouTube videos. Uh, once I get more comfortable and once I'm more confident in the content that I'm producing. Ooh, that was close. Okay, he just popped out of nowhere. Okay. I am pretty excited about the next game, because it's a lot more Pokemon. Uh, I'm pretty sure they improved like a lot of stuff. Maybe not like quality of life stuff, but like just the enjoyment value in general. I do think it's going to be hard to top like the locations in this game, because the locations in this game are really cool, I think. Okay, so the Pokemon are one hit now. The weird thing is like my controller starts off at like a neutral position for the gyroscope, and then suddenly, oh crap. My weekend was just kind of fine. I got distracted. I did a lot less than I hoped to accomplish because of Pokemon Showdown. I really need to be packing today. Oh, are you moving or something? Packing's always difficult for me, because I'm always like the paranoid type. I said this before, but I don't like traveling. So every time I'm forced to go out somewhere for a couple days, like packing is always daunting to me. Like I overpack because I'm always like scared of like not being prepared for something and then not having the luxury of like solving it at home. It's the same thing when I go to Manhattan, you know, like whenever my friends ask me to go to Manhattan, I feel like I have to like bring a bag with me with like toiletries and like water and all sorts of things because they overcharge there and there's not like good bathroom access. Oh, and I bring chargers too, portable chargers. That's just me though. It's good for my friends though. They like bringing me along because I'm always prepared. Like if they need something, I'll always have it. But it's not so fun for me because it seems like well, it's a little nerve-wracking is the right word I'd say. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like this paranoid mess. Like, not that there's anything wrong with that, by the way. Like, I just like being prepared. That's just like a personal preference of mine. That's just it. Like, I'm pretty sure I could be fine without it. And if push comes to shove, I can probably go to the city without being super prepared. But it's just if I can, then I will. You know, like if I can be prepared, I will be prepared. Because why not? Oh, I shot before that rotom even materialized. Just have like a sixth sense for these kinds of things. Okay, so I think I know why the neutral position keeps getting shifted for whenever I use, you know, gyroscope on my PS4 controller. But I think it's because whenever I go to the edges, it won't let me completely go to the edge. Okay, so I have to focus here because I know that there's a haunter that just pops up to the left. Yeah, and then there's one. Oh man, actually, I said they're pretty cool. The early locations are similar vibes with different layout and feel in good ways. Um, the later locations are more obviously different in look and feel, but some sort of vibe is still familiar. Sorry on that last one. Okay. I mean, like, I'd be cool with like if they were the exact same location, but then you see like the evolution of it, like changes. That would be cool. I'd say, because I'd say that the strength of this game is how well defined the identity of each location is. You know, like it feels like a not like a real place that would exist in the Pokemon world, but like it feels like a perfect paradise that accommodates for all species. So like you can have like a wide variety of Pokemon to like look and choose from or like interact with. Really, that's all I'm looking for. Oh man, I can't get both of them. I just need 200 more points. Even with even with single shot, this is difficult to tell. I do need to get lucky with my Rotom placements. Just because of the way that the emulator is. Let's see. These, oh man, it's always out of reach for me. Okay. And then there's one right behind, like to the right of me. I can see that in the map. Okay. I can't get both of them at the same time. Watching you play this game, I believe there's a way to turn your character. Yes, there is a way to turn my character. The only problem is, um, this controller, it doesn't allow me to go to the edge of the screen on the right and left. Um, rotate with the D-pad. Let me see. Let me try that. Because for me, like I'm trying to press every button, and it's not really letting me go. I think it's just yeah, there's no button that does anything to help me turn. Yeah, I've pressed all the buttons. The problem is, I think the way that you rotate in this game is by moving your crosshair all the way to the right or all the way to the left, and the limit is like here on the right and here on the left. So I'm like, oh, if I like try to push it, then it turns a bit, but it's not perfect. Okay, so I did get that, but yeah, I have to like really push it. But I did get it at the end. Like, I don't think this is like completely impossible to do, but it does make it a little more difficult. But knowing Pokemon, the skill ceiling is already low, so it shouldn't be terribly difficult. So this is 8,000. I have to get 8,000 on this one. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's like a way to turn faster. And it's not always consistent either, which sucks. Oh, please. Oh, nope, never mind. Okay, I just have to be quick on the draw. There we go. Oh, I thought I got him. Well, if there is, it would be the rules of the attraction. I could try to see the rules again to see if there's like a way, but okay, so press A to shoot. Check the radar for nearby Pokemon. Look around to find them. Yeah, I think the turning Wii remote is signifying that I have to like turn like that. I'll try to see if there's like a way to manipulate my controller to see like if there's like an orientation that like yields the best result for like turning. Because right now I don't think there is. But yeah, I don't think so. I'm trying to like curve it in like weird ways. So if I hold it to the lower part of the screen, I start turning. But it leaves me vulnerable for a little longer than I'd like. Okay. But that does allow me to get the Rotom that. Which should, in theory, if I do this perfectly, allow... Oh, come on. I wonder what this game would be like in VR. I do have a VR headset, but I don't think I can play this in VR. I don't think there's like some... I don't think it's compatible. I would try it, though. I would try it. It would look fun, I'd say. But I don't think we're there yet. So if I hold it down here, I start turning. Which is good for when I need to get that Rotom. For whatever reason, the hitbox... Or the The area I can move is... Yeah, I just have to hold down that way. Maybe that's how you're supposed to play this game. Yeah, so I can get that Rotom really well. And then if I do this, then I can probably get the other Rotom that'll spawn this way. Okay, yeah. Oh, he's just out of sight. I see him in the map. He's just... Oh, okay, he's gone. He's just gone. I don't know if this is a good position to be in. Because I know that the Haunter's going to come that way. So I got 7,400, but that's still not enough. I need to get 600 more. Okay. I'm gonna try that strat from the beginning. I'm just gonna turn. And then once I get that second Rotom. Oh, but I'm too far now to get that Rotom. Okay, that's fine. Just turn this way. Right there. And then as soon as I get that, I'm gonna start turning. I'm gonna turn as much as possible. But I don't have enough time. I see the Rotom. I see the Rotom at the corner of my eye, but... No. Yeah, that doesn't work. Oh! What? Why does it like... Okay, I don't know. So I think getting that other Rotom is just a lost cause. It's just gonna cause me more problems. So I'm just gonna get the middle Rotom here, then get the one on the left, and then I'm gonna stay there. So that I can comfortably take out all the extra ghosts on this side. Okay, there we go. And he's right there. And let me reorient myself so that... Okay, so now they should start coming from behind. Which is fine, because I am prepared. I am ready. There's one there. Oh, that almost got me. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I got 8,000. If that had gotten me, I would have been like 300 points off. Ah, so that's just a miracle. And we can finally move on. Ooh, I like the way that his tips glow. That's cool. But I did not see how many points I needed from him. Oh, this is weird. Like, the sound effect's cool, but there's a bit of like you can kind of curve the fire. Like if there's multiple in one area, then you can probably roast them, roast and toast them. Like if I really needed to, I can hit multiple targets. Did that Haunter just take 2 hits to go down? Oh, that might be bad. Oh man, it better be less than 7,000. It's 8,500 and I need to... Oh man. It's 8,500 and I need to hit Haunters twice. I had a hard time hitting them once and getting just 8,000. Okay, so I can hit them once. So yeah, okay, that's what I'm... So I have to keep it more steady. Because if I move it, then one of the 2 shots won't hit. Or if there's a Ghastly to tank one of the shots, then maybe... Yeah. That is going to be a problem. They're going to start coming from behind. Yeah, so just as I feared, Ghastly is going to be tanking one of the 2 shots. I can't. That's too hard. But I am close. I am close. Because they do get knocked back if I hit them. Okay, let's see. Do the early turn. Not turn too much. This is interesting. Because all the other Pokemon, like when you fight them, they have like one projectile, one singular projectile. But this one acts as like a barrage that does less damage, like individually, but because they're so tight, they amount. I don't know. It doesn't help. Is what I'm trying to say. It makes things more difficult because it doesn't like increase attack speed. It just disperses the damage into like different bolts, I guess. I gotta make sure all of them hit, you know, or else it won't count. Maybe I should just keep going for the backwards section. Maybe I should just keep turning. Like it's like C. Just keep turning. That might be beneficial actually. Okay. This run, I'm gonna try to just keep turning left instead of trying to reorient myself for the backwards portion. I feel like I can do that. Okay. I'm gonna start off by turning a little bit, but still make sure that the Rotom can appear in frame. The first Rotom. Right there. There. So now I could start turning. And the second Rotom should be in this corner here. Oh. I thought I got him. Okay. Let's start with the strategy again. A little turn. And not too much. That was too much. Okay, so I should have the center of the bookshelf still in frame when I'm turning. I gotta keep that in mind. I got that one. So I know they're coming from the right. So keep turning. Keep turning. I thought I got them, but I don't know. This game just wants to give me some, and it wants to take away some. Okay. I'm just gonna turn so that the second bookshelf is still in frame. Complete. And hopefully that's enough space for me. Yep. I think he appeared more to the left this time. Turn some more. Let's get that guy. Well, let's turn some more, please. Oh my god. How many times do I have to hit him? I thought I hit him! Where's the knockback? This game's just not giving it to me. Okay, you know what? Let's return to this because I can't deal with Magmortar right now. I'm gonna need 10,000 from Magnezone. This is gonna be a long day. I feel bad too because this is probably super boring to watch, just over and over again. If I could just control the crosshair with my mouse, that'd just be perfect. I can just breeze by this and I don't have to ever think about this ever again. I thought I got him. I thought I did. I really did. So I think as long as I have one bookshelf in frame, that should be enough. Yeah. Please turn, please. The controls are so fickle. I wonder if there's a way. Should it be under config? General. Well, the repetitive task does help me focus on packing, but just by having nothing to respond to, and most importantly, by keeping me off. Yeah, okay. I guess. thanks for that at least. I guess that yeah, that makes sense. So I'm looking at the Dolphin emulator right now, and all I see are like general tools to like pause and like eject the disk or like change the disk, or tool assisted speedrun stuff. Other than that, this is just hotkey stuff, I think. So I can add a standard controller, a GameCube, steering wheel, a dance mat, DK bongos. Oh, keyboard right here. Okay. Let's see. But this is for GameCube. Oh, okay, I see. We'll do. So for the Wii remote, it only allows me to do emulated Wii remote and real Wii remote. It doesn't let me play with controller. Is it worth it to just look up how to do that on Google right now? How to use keyboard and mouse for Dolphin emulator. Okay, so I think there is a way, but it is a little bit complicated, but I'm pretty sure I can figure this out. It's under emulated. It's a keyboard and mouse. Motion simulator. Motion input. Let's see. If I can... So I don't know if I could do it with my... I don't know if I can do direct mouse movements with it. But hopefully... Let's see. Let's try this again. And if I did this correctly, then I could probably move. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I didn't do anything correctly. Okay. Uh, this is driving me nuts. Okay, maybe the backwards method is a tried and true method. So I'll just turn. I'll get that second rotom, and then I'll turn back. Okay, there it is. I can turn back to the original orientation. Man. Okay. Yeah, I think because it's lined up, like the game just registers it all as like one hit. So I can just spam it, basically. I hit him. The cursor turned red. I did get a new record though. So I am going in the right direction. I should just turn a little bit because I know that Rotom is just going to be out of reach. Okay. I can just turn back. Come back to where I was originally. I don't trust the crosshair turning red anymore because it just doesn't seem like it like it's an accurate representation of like whether or not the hit will land. Okay. Okay, I managed to get through that. One coming here, one coming here. I missed! I was so close. I feel like if I had gotten that, I would have been able to finally beat this. But at least we got the strategy locked down, right? And I think that's all that matters for now. And if I can execute that perfectly and aim properly, then I think I have a shot at actually befriending Rotom. So Rotom should appear very soon. Right here, yeah. And then I can turn back. Okay. And then one comes here. I thought I hit him! I just moved on. That's so frustrating. This game is gonna ruin me. And I've played a lot of frustrating games before. I've beaten Cuphead. Speaking of which, I do want to play Cuphead again at some point. Like maybe beat everything on the most difficulty. If that makes sense. The hardest difficulty. I should have said that. Okay, so there he is. Now we can start turning back. But one thing you'll notice about me playing games is that I'm a stubborn person. I don't stop until I win. So I'm like built to play like those Bennett Foddy type games, which I do want to stream in the future because they seem like fun. I do like the idea of getting good at those kinds of games. Okay, so we got the. Yep. Okay, so we got the high score. So I could just let myself die now. It's a good thing they come in patterns, so I start like recognizing like when they start coming out. I think this has given me the encouragement to play Electivire again. Because if I can get 10, or I mean, not Electivire, Magmortar. Because if I can get 10,000 on Magnezone, then I can get 8,000 on this little guy. Hopefully. I have to turn. Yep. Got it. Now we're back into prime position. See, I hit him twice, and he still got knocked back. I'm just gonna spam it. Hopefully that doesn't give him up. No, please! I was so close. I have a friend of mine who says he's willing to watch me play some Nuzlocke. He actually wants me to watch play Pokemon Nuzlocke. And I keep telling him I'm not too familiar with like the battle mechanics in Pokemon. So it's gonna be a lot of grinding, and I don't think that's gonna be fun to watch as like a viewer. But who knows? Maybe I will one of these days. It'd be like a good excuse to like try to learn, you know? I thought I got him. Okay, so I just have to spam, and then at the latter half, I have to like kind of figure out how many shots I need before turning to the hunter that sneaks up on me real quick on the left. Oh, please, 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 please don't do this to me. Okay, I got him, I got him, I got him. I have to shoot him 3 times. This man does not go down. How many times? Whoever thought of this like Magmortar part? Like the mechanic from Magmortar? Is that how you pronounce his name? You are the worst. If you're somehow in my chat right now, listening to me suffer, you are the worst. And I want you to know that. You are the worst. You are the absolute worst. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. Emulated keyboard and mouse. How did he do this? And this guy is weird. He set up his configurations all weird like. Motion simulation, motion input. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that works. Let's see. Let's see. So I'm gonna turn off the let's see. Remote connected. It's constantly getting connected and disconnected. Let's see. So the emulator. And how do I control this? I know you guys can't see this, so this is kind of boring, but I'm just trying to figure out how to none. Let's see. Down, left, and right. What do I want A to be? Let's do shift. And let's do B as space. Okay. And then 1 is Q, 2 is E. And then this is 1 and this is 2. Okay. It's getting disconnected. So for whatever reason, it gets connected and then disconnected. So maybe I can configure I'll connect this. That should be connected now. Okay. Okay. Pitch up, down, left, and right. Let's try that. So hopefully this... I don't think this is it. But we're getting close. We're getting close, which is the important part. Motion input. Up, down, left, right. What's forward mean? Okay. Okay. Okay, so now the thing is completely gone. Maybe I should have done it on the second one. Why did I do it on the first? Okay, so it's completely gone. Let's see. Let's see. Let's refresh this. So up is up, down, left, right. Okay, yeah. So if I refresh this to default, then up should be right. Okay. So there's that. A should be this. B should be that. One should be this. Should be that. Minus should be that. And then home should be touch bar. Right. Okay. Okay, no, I have it mixed up. So for general, one should be square and two should be cross. Okay. I didn't really do much. I didn't really change anything, I think. So I got him. Maybe if I'm at an angle, it'll be better. Because then they'll all be lined up. Or not. Or not. Let's see. Alternate input source. No, that doesn't work. I might just have to suck it up. Because I can't come up with a solution on the fly. Oh well, that's fine. Oh wait. I'm gonna turn so that when the other Pokemon come, it's gonna I can't do anything about that. No, please don't go away. Please don't go away. Okay, maybe I shouldn't try to change the strat on the fly. Did he just... Oh, man. Okay, so here comes the barrage of people from the back. I can't do anything. Why isn't it res? Oh. Oh. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I don't have it configured the right way. Let's see. Up, down, left, right. Okay. Let's see if this works. If not, I have to give up on trying to use the analog stick as like a... I don't know how to make it excel forward. Forward should be that, and then backwards should be that. Okay. Oh no, it just disappeared. Oh no. That just disappeared. What if I press it? No, it just disappeared. It just disappears. It just disappears. Oh, this is so frustrating. Hmm. Point. How to aim with PS4 analog stick on Dolphin Wii. Let's see. Calibrate both of your sticks using the caliber. Man, I don't know. I don't know how to do this. Can I aim with this? No. That would have been too good to be true. No, I can't. Oh, this is so frustrating though. Where's my lawnmower boy? Like, I can't spam it fast enough to do what I want it to. Please, just go. Shoot like 3 times. Oh, it's impossible during that part. It's impossible. Oh, this is stressing me out. Like, I can't commentate on this either. This is just frustrating. Because it's just the same thing over and over again. There's nothing I can do. I want it to turn, but it just won't listen. I can't. I can't. It's just I have to move on to a different Pokemon. And then hopefully I can come back and something will be different. But as of now, it's impossible. It's impossible. Like, there's no way I can do that properly. Through one simple change, this game just made beating it impossible. Like, why would you want to disperse the damage like that? It's just not fun. At least with this, like, you can grab multiple targets at the same time. Look at that. I could just do that really quick. Let's get it over. Like, this one is so easy. I cleared it in the first try. But the other one is... Man, I'm complaining too much. I shouldn't. The only thing left is Magmortar. It's just gonna be my Moby Dick. I'm gonna spend the whole fucking stream just... I hope this is fun to listen to while packing. I feel so bad. I want to provide fun content, but this is just... It's impossible to do. I'm so close, but the problem is, like, the part that I get messed up at is, it makes it almost impossible. Let's just try to do this. I do think there is a universe where, like, the stars align, and when that little Haunter part comes up, I could hit the Ghastly in a way that's so perfect that it knocks him back and gives me enough time to knock back the Haunter, which means I can go back to the the Ghastly that's sneaking up from behind, knock him out, and then knock the other Haunter out. That's gonna require just perfect RNG and perfect execution by me. So let's see if I can pull it off. So the Ghastlies are here. Oh, never mind. I didn't need to. Well, you're playing it in a way that it just wasn't meant to be, and makes it much, much harder. I guess this is where playing it with the Wii mode. Well, Wii mode is unquestionably better. Yeah, the one instance, the one instance where it makes it better, is this godforsaken game. It's so ironic. Like, that's the cost of having the luxury of playing this without a Wiimote and walking around without a D-pad. I think I just have to brute force it. Or the alternative is I just skip this minigame, go on to the other mythicals, and then try to figure out a way to make it so that my keyboard inputs can be registered as you know, the Wii remote. Because there's gotta be a way, right? There's someone out there has probably made it. It's like, I refuse to believe that, like, this is something so, like, brand new that or this is so difficult that, like, no one can do it. I can't. Okay, maybe the strategy is... Yeah, the stream has actually been perfect for me so far. A lot of progress. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much. You don't know how much that means to me. I'm just worried because, like, I don't want to seem like someone who brings the mood down because the gameplay is just frustrating me, you know? I get that there's some entertainment value when seeing, like, rage games, but I don't think this is meant to be that, so it should be, I don't know. I want to try to keep the stream as positive as possible. This is making it extremely difficult. If I could just get that green guy, or the Rotom on the right, like if I can somehow move fast enough to get him, then I have a shot at this, I think. But the camera doesn't move fast enough. So maybe I have to get... I have had rounds where they appear on my screen without me having to move, so maybe that's what I have to go for. And then I'll be in prime position to just move right. They should pop up somewhere up here, but I don't know when. I have to be careful too. Right there. Okay, so now I can start moving this way, and then he'll pop up. This might be the run, actually. Okay, no, he popped up a lot earlier than I wanted him to. Oh, I got him. Okay, so now if I do this part perfectly, I'm not in the prime position to do so, but if I do this part perfectly, then I have a shot at just beating this. No! Okay, I think I found it. The strategy. The perfect strategy for this. If I can just catch the second Rotom on the left before it starts moving away from the screen, then I have a good shot at turning and getting the third Rotom to rack up 3k points, and then I'll be well above the amount I need. Okay, so right there, I just did it. And then if I start turning now, okay, please. No, he's just gone. That's it. Oh, we're gonna do this, guys. We're gonna do this. Even if it kills me. I know this game is done as a speedrun, but the problem is you shouldn't... Sorry. The problem you're having shouldn't be a problem unless the run is 100%. Either way, if you can find one that's commentated, they might have some tips about strats. Oh, and you caught the Rotom. Sounds like you might get it soon. Yes. So, hopefully, catching that Rotom is my key to victory. Because I'm getting 8,100 points if on a good run. But I need 8,500. And Rotom's giving me 1,000. So if I get that third Rotom, then it'll push me above to how many I need. But right there. Oh, I thought I got him. Okay. So now I start moving. Please. He's gone. That's the problem with this. It's the RNG aspect. I'm like spamming like my life depends on it. Wait, I got it. I just brute forced it. I just got it. What? I just brute forced it. It just... Okay. Alright, I don't have to ever play this godforsaken game ever again. Oh man, that was difficult. I'm not gonna lie, I was sweating. I'm gonna save my progress. I'm so sorry that took so long. Oh man. I feel so bad. Okay. Let's go indeed. Oh man, that was stressful. Okay, so who's up next? It is Shaman. I'm so close. I just need 3 more friends. I need Shaman, Latios, and Deoxys. But also, I think I'm... Hold on. General options. It should be... Circle. Okay, yeah. That makes more sense. So Shaman is in the Granite Zone after Absol's Hurdle. It's only 2:30 right now, so it is still viable for me to befriend everyone, I think, today. I don't know how viable the code stuff will be though, but we'll check it out. I don't think I'm gonna do an opening today. And let's see the Granite Zone, por favor. But I think Absol was he in the Granite Zone or was he in the Flower Zone? I can't remember. I think he might have just been in the Granite Zone. Yeah, he was in the Granite Zone, right? Because I remember saying something about like him being the disaster Pokemon during like the height of the story, this game. Yeah, he's right there. I do think if you have a favorite mythical or favorite attraction, you might just want to try them out. They're just nicest to control. Oh yeah, definitely. I feel that with the flying ones specifically. Some of them just move too slow. So this is jumping one. Okay. So this one is probably going to be super easy. All that's required is shaking. No precise gyroscope controls, nothing. Because otherwise there's really no reward for befriending them. Yeah. I'm just a completionist by nature though. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Oh man, I didn't realize that would boost me like that. Okay, maybe the boosts aren't that great. Come on. Come on. Okay, yeah, I think I got it. Okay. It's a good thing I ate before this. Latias and Latias are simple joys to control because of their speed. We'll have to see. I did try Latias in the flying one, and they're fun to control, but the problem is, they it's not the amount of coins that I need to collect for that minigame with Latias is just too damn high. Jesus. I feel like I'm choking out someone who owes me money. My forearms and my biceps are like killing me right now. I'm so glad that like most games don't require like motion control or like gyroscope control anymore, because it's strenuous. Okay. I can't do that on the second one, but on the third Dugtrio, I think I can. Nope, never mind. Jesus. At least I'm getting these first try. I would hate to get stuck on this game specifically with like the same amount that I got stuck with Magmortar in the last one. Because this is a workout. Poképark Wii, the original Pokemon workout game. Yeah. I feel myself becoming stronger than a Machamp already. Okay. I'm getting the jumping down too. I think Eevee is like easiest to jump with though. Do I get to play as a ghost Pokemon? Because if so, that'd be cool. I would just phase through the walls. Just like the last minigame. I don't see one. They said no ghost Pokemon allowed in this attraction. I like the inclusion of Mareep though. The imagery of like sheep jumping over like fences or counting sheep, you know. I see what they were going for. But also Mareep is like based off of that book, right? Do androids dream of electric sheep or something like that? Something about artificial intelligence. It's really cool to think about like artificial intelligence, you know? Like I'm not one of those like people who are like scared of like artificial intelligence uprising, destruction of humans. Because that's like science fiction, you know what I mean? Like artificial intelligence can do so much benefit for the world. Like I read a book a couple years back because I was interested in the topic. It's called Life 3.0, and it basically talks about like how um artificial intelligence is actually a natural step in evolution, contrary to popular belief. I don't know if this is interesting to talk about, but basically people think that evolution is we kind of messed up evolution as a human species, which I do agree with to a certain extent. Like the whole natural selection process has been mitigated because we're finding solutions to problems that would kill us in the wild. But it's also allowing us to pass down undesirable genes. I don't want to say undesirable, but like maybe like non-beneficial genes. Like for me personally, I need to wear glasses at night because I can't see. But if natural selection had taken like was still as prevalent as it was for humans back in the day, then I wouldn't exist and I wouldn't have eye problems. So that's what I mean by undesirable traits. Not like you know, not like the racist kind, but because I don't think there's anyone in the world that wants to have blurry vision. That's just me though. There's probably some weirdo out there, but whatever. But yeah, apparently artificial intelligence is the next step of evolution because it's let's say it's an adaptation from humans. It's a form of adaptation. And it was going to happen eventually. And there was like a little graph that the book had. I forget what it was all about. I'm going to try to remember it because it was interesting. But it kind of showed like what the evolution, like the process of evolution was gearing towards, from like single-celled organisms to multi-celled organisms like human, and then the next step is artificial intelligence because it's like an evolution of the mind and then the evolution of the body. I don't know. I'm butchering the book because it's been so long since I read it, but it was an interesting read. But I also do know that like a lot of smart people out there talk about how AI is very dangerous, things like that. Which also, like, I do feel like we should heed their warnings and progress accordingly, I guess. But I don't know. I'm not even shaking. Huh. I do think that's an interesting take. It does make sense to me the way that you explained it. I hope I did a good job because the book does a way better job at explaining it. But yeah, because you would think like, oh, like how could machines ever possibly be a natural progression? You know, the word natural, the connotation of it is actually like all natural. You know, like human, like biology and things like that. But the the original form of like the original mindset for how evolution works is very narrow-minded in the grand scope of things, according to the book. Like we can't just think of it as natural selection because that's not a problem for us anymore. And therefore, when evolution does take place, we have to have different like definitions to differentiate, you know, or to distinguish what evolution truly is in this new environment. I think I used Ponyta before, but I didn't get the record. Okay, yeah. I think that's... So I have to, like, perfectly jump. Make sure I don't get hit by anything. Okay. I do wanna start reading again. That's a New Year's resolution of mine. Because I used to love reading. I was a voracious reader, and I don't know if you could tell by my vocabulary, but I used to read a lot of books that like challenged me. So I'm 23 right now, but I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's a little single cells communicating and acting as a community, cells creating a consciousness to control the entire community. Consciousness itself creates and lives in community. That community creates a system to manage itself. Artificial intelligence. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Did you just look that up, or did you come up with that, or did you know that offhand? Because that's pretty impressive. Oh man, Lucario goes far. I think I'm just gonna have to jump throughout this whole mini game. Shaman can now play. Let's go. Now is it Hedgehog Shaman or is it actual? No, it's just Hedgehog Shaman. Okay, I can exit out of this. No, you just said the first part and the last part. I just worded it and put it together. Ah, I don't think I said anything about the consciousness part, so I think that's all you. You got to give yourself more credit. Because I can't take the credit for all of that. I do want to read more books on topics that I'm interested in, though. Okay, so the next one is Latios, and I need to do Salamance's Air Ace. Yeah, sure, 40 berries. I guess I added them in. Oh, no. Okay, let's see. So I have to smash targets as I go. Oh, it's one of these. Ugh. Alright, let's get this over with. How many am I supposed to get? I'm just spamming it. Oh, it's so imprecise. But yeah, I was saying before that, like, I was reading all sorts of different things like this since high school, when I started high school. I had a lot of downtime in the subway, so that's just how it came to be, I guess. I think a lot more people need to do reading. It's a dying hobby. I would strongly recommend a book called The Alchemist if you've never read it. It's a short read. If you're paying attention to the connections and metaphors, it sticks with you for a long time. And if you're not, it's not heavy-handedly confusing. I'll definitely check it out. Alchemist. Alchemy is something that interests me as well. I know a bit about it, but only because of Pokemon. Because I know Sun and Moon specifically, they had a lot of alchemic references. Specifically with like Solgaleo, I think. Like how something about iron is like the sun is a molten ball of iron or something, and that's why he's steel type. There are a lot of books that like really help shape how I view the world. You know, two big ones that come to mind are Tuesdays with Mori and When Breath Becomes Air. It's more about the pursuit and theory of alchemy than alchemy itself. Okay, so it's like the origin story of alchemy. That's cool too. Sometimes it's about the journey, not the actual like destination. But yeah, Tuesdays with Mori. Uh, let's see, what else? I already said When Breath Becomes Air. I think The Pigment also was a big inspiration to me for me. When I was younger, I used to read a lot of fiction, and then in high school, I read a lot of nonfiction exclusively. I don't know. Fiction titles don't really interest me in terms of like reading anymore. But I was a huge Percy Jackson fan. I was a huge just Rick Riordan fan. Every time a new book would come out, I would pre-order it at my local Barnes and Noble. I wanted to reserve a copy, and I would always say reservate. And then at a certain point, one of the workers at Barnes and Noble had to correct me, and it was one of the most embarrassing things. Like, just imagine a little elementary school kid. Can I reservate a book? And then the middle-aged lady telling him, "It's reserved. Gotta ask me to reserve a copy." It's fictional and it's completely about the journey. I'll definitely give it a read. I do need to reintroduce fiction into my life because I've been kind of neglecting it. I don't know. It's just been hard to see like the merit of fiction anymore, especially when I watch so much movies and TV shows. Like books to me are kind of a way to get information rather than to read stories. But they are completely different mediums, which I understand. So like the method of storytelling is completely different from movies and TV shows to books. So maybe I should just try that again. I've noticed that books, because of the nature of like how it's written, and then you can get first person perspective without it being like, I don't know, weird. Because first person perspective is always like viewed as a little lazy in movies. But The Alchemist doesn't seem like fiction. Okay. I mean, works of fiction don't necessarily have to be like fantasy, you know? Like I think The Pigment was fiction as well. It was based in a true story, but overall the events were fiction. But yeah, that was a good read for me as a middle schooler. Which is weird because the way I found out about that book was because I was at school, and I saw that book in a closet. I think it was one of the reading materials for the older kids. I think the 8th graders at the time. And I just wanted to read it. The cover just seemed interesting to me, so I was like, oh, let me try to read this. I was super into following the works of like authors as well. You know what I mean? Like it's weird, you know, because nowadays it's like to keep up with anything you have to be like subscribed to like channels on YouTube, like, and then they're all like kind of weird. But for me as a kid, like there would be advertisements in the book I was reading for the next book. That's like the reverse of me. I hate reading book information because it triggers my maladaptive daydreaming or puts me to sleep. I have to use audiobooks if I want to learn something. But I do like audiobooks and podcasts and YouTube vids. I'm the opposite of you. So I did like podcasts in high school, but and YouTube vids I put on if I'm doing something in the background. So I'll listen to. I'll still listen to some podcasts like that. But for books, like nonfiction books, I need to have a physical copy. Because for me, podcasts are something that I don't have to give my full attention to ever. Like at certain points, sure, yeah, but they're mainly for entertainment, right? But for books, it's to learn something. So, if I put it on as an audiobook and I'm doing something else, then I might get so absorbed into that other thing that I I stop paying attention. So it'll be like that thing where you read a paragraph and then you didn't absorb any of it, so you have to reread it. But like for the whole thing, for me. Hopefully I got that. Okay. I don't think I got the bonus. Yeah, I definitely didn't. I was just 100 shy. No. But Indigo Facade, what kind of YouTube channels do you watch? Maybe we watch some of the similar ones. Maybe we watch similar ones. I think last stream I talked about like Smosh and how they were a huge inspiration to me as a kid growing up. Interesting what they transformed into now. PewDiePie was also a big inspiration for me. I got into a lot of horror games because of him as a kid. But I watch a lot of like a variety of different YouTube channels because I do have like lots of different interests and hobbies. A really good nonfiction book I listen to as an audiobook is called Educated. It's not about information or theory, it's a biography that provides more perspective on a different sort of lifestyle in America. Uh, okay. Yeah. I think that's what I love about books and movies. It's like it allows me to step in the shoes of people that I normally wouldn't be able to talk to in real life, you know, or ever get the chance to. Yeah, educated. Judging from the title alone, I'm assuming it's like something to do with America's education system and you know, maybe the side effects of like the people who benefit from it and people who don't. I think the book that really got me into reading in the first place was The Invention of Hugo Cabaret. I don't know if you know that one, but it was made into a movie directed by Martin Scorsese, and I went to the theater to watch it because I was so excited. I was like, this book that I love is being made into a movie. Oh my god! But it's cool because I was really into movies back then, and it's a cool hybrid. So there's a lot of pictures in it, but that's kind of the point because it's to emulate like the early 1900s what's it, Paris, early 1900s Paris, and the book is supposed to emulate like a movie. So like a silent film. So you'll keep turning the page and it's like another frame, right, in the movie, and then it'll like be broken. Like there will be like bits and pieces of like text acting like the text in a silent film. It's super interesting. The formatting of that book. It's great. Highly recommend. And the story is great too. It's a historical fiction tale involving the director Josh Méliès, the guy who made a Trip to the Moon, and he's kind of like the grandfather of special effects. I even got a tattoo of a Trip to the Moon because of that book and because of the movie and because of how much of an inspiration just all of it was. So I do highly recommend that. It is a thick book, but it's only thick because of the sheer amount of pictures. But I'm pretty sure you can like bang it out in over a weekend. Educated is exactly like that, but it's actually about just the huge difference that socialization can make in a child's life. Hmm. Anything with like anything with like the development the development of children or of children in general, it always worries me to a certain extent, you know? Like because they're so impressionable at that age, right? And we're a more socially conscious society now, you know, more than we were in our parents' day and age. So like I think about that sometimes, you know, like when interacting with children in the small instances that I do, like how am I affecting them, you know, for the rest of their lives? Like am I a positive influence? Am I a negative influence? Right? How can I do what can I do to mitigate being a negative influence in people's lives? Because growing up, I still think about certain moments that stick with me, you know? And sometimes they're like as innocuous as like I don't know, like eating a snack, right? Or a conversation about something, right? That, like something so minuscule in the grand scheme of things. But then a lot of it would be like I don't want to like diagnose it as trauma because you know I don't think it's like traumatic, but like just events that I aren't particularly proud of in my life caused by older people who didn't really have a care about how it was going to affect me mentally growing up. So I think about that sometimes. And then part of that terrifies me to become a parent, you know? Because it's like, am I really prepared? Like now that I'm more aware of like what my actions could do to a child's life, you know? Like am I prepared to take that responsibility, you know? And I think too many parents nowadays, they don't really understand the gravity of that promise. Like they don't understand what they're getting themselves into. And it leads to like a lot of like bad situations. Let's see. It just like adds to the anxiety of like becoming an adult and like doing things that I need to be doing. I know I could never do it. Yeah. I finally got the bonus. It's just terrifying, you know what I mean? Like I don't want like when I get a child, I know I'm gonna want the best life for it possible. But then if I'm like constantly aware of like how my actions or inactions can affect my child negatively or positively, right? It's just gonna be exhausting. It's like it sounds like an exhausting life. I always want to be there to help out a parent and teacher whenever I can, but I could never be the primate responsible party. Uh, I'm assuming you mean you. Like you can't be the primary person to be responsible. Yeah, I feel that. I try to treat children like Um, so I used to work with kids for short films, and I I always made sure to treat the children like as equals. You know what I mean? Because I think when you listen to these kids' stories, they know a lot more than people give them credit for. You know, they're a lot smarter and more cognizant than people give them credit for. But I don't know. I don't know if it's just an inability to listen to reason or just a refusal to listen to them or just like a fantasy of like being a caregiver to someone less than you, right? For the adults that don't listen, but it's just like these kids want to be heard, and they really appreciate it when people treat them like actual thinking human beings rather than, oh, but you're just a kid, so anything that you say, is nothing matters. Like it doesn't matter because you don't know the full scope of things. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling. I don't really have a point to all this, but I just think that parents should be more open to listen to their children, give them a chance to talk. Because I think that's how I grew up. Clearly, being treated as an inherently lesser drove me up the wall as a kid. Same here. I used to be difficult, notoriously difficult for some of the adults because I used to go to church and I used to question a lot of things. By nature, I was a very curious person and I wanted answers. That's all I wanted. But I think the adults took it as insubordination. And it led me to getting punished a lot. When all I wanted was just answers to things that people claim to have known the answers for. But clearly, these people, now that I'm older, I'm 23 now, right? And I know that when I was younger, they were around their 20s as well. Clearly, I can now see that these people just weren't capable enough or knowledgeable enough to answer the questions that I wanted answers to, right? So it's kind of like a defense mechanism. I feel like they just punished me to get me quiet and just listen without like proper reason. I was the same, and that happened to me when they tell me not to talk back. Yeah, but like all we were doing was just asking questions, right? Like kids are thrown into this world not knowing anything, and they want to absorb things like a sponge. But then to completely prevent a child from learning is like it's just wrong. It's just wrong, I think. And that's why I try not to. If you have questions, I'll try to like if children have questions, then I'll try to answer to the best of my abilities. And if I don't know, I'll admit that I don't know, but I'll try to find an answer and I'll show them how to try to find answers. Right? It's not embarrassing to not know everything. It's impossible. But some people have like very fragile egos, right? They're so scared to be viewed as like dumb or something, for not knowing a specific thing. So they'll lash out in any way possible to try and protect. Honor suffixes were really bad for me. Do you speak another language other than English, Indigo Facade? Because in Korean, there's something called panmar and chondenmar, right? And it's kind of like honor suffixes. By their first names, so I legit didn't know their last names. Oh, and you don't want to call adults by their first names, right? You want to call them Mr. and Miss. You meant prophyces? What are prophyces? Oh, prefixes. Okay. Yeah, you want to call them Mr. and Mrs. something, not by their first name, because you're not on first name basis with adults like that. Oh, the ad is cutting you off for me. Sorry about that. Those ads pop up every 30 minutes, I think. But what was I saying? In Korean, there's something called 반말 and 존댓말, right? And what that is it's like uh it's the way you talk to adults versus the way you talk to friends, right? But expected that my parents still and they didn't tell you their last name. That's crazy. But yeah, in Korean, when you talk to adults, you're supposed to use a certain like variation of the language to show respect. I know in Spanish there's the same thing as well, right? Like you can't just like for your superiors, you can't use the to form of conjugation, right? You have to use uh él, ella, or usted, right? To connotate respect. So in Korean there's like something similar but a lot deeper than what it is in Spanish. So basically, you have to learn two different ways of like talking, and it's difficult because I grew up here in New York, so I didn't like learn officially. I mean, I picked it up, and I'm not bad at Korean either. You know, like I still speak it fluently. It's just sometimes I get tripped up over those kinds of things because English is my primary language, right? It's the one that I invested the most time into, right? And I feel like I'm proficient enough to I'm proficient enough in English to get across the thoughts that I have in a coherent manner and one that is representative of the way that I think without any doubt, if that makes sense. But in Korean, I feel like a complete dumbass cuz there's a certain level that they expect because of the way that I talk. Oh. There's a certain way that I talk that kind of gives them the idea that I might be better at Korean than I actually am. So to keep up that idea of me, I need to like be super careful about what I say and how I say it. Even though, truthfully speaking, they're probably way more understanding than I give them credit for. Yeah, it's just yeah. But I did talk to my cousins who do live in Korea, right? They've lived in Korea for their whole lives, and um, they're not a huge fan of the whole like superiority like structure in Korea because they from their experience they tell me that it hinders progress by a lot. The other reason that answer annoyed me is I didn't respect them, not any more than me or my other friends. I appreciated them, so I felt like my parents were asking me to lie. I get that too. I think a lot of adults they have some kind of like power trip over children, and or speak in a way that's insinuated I was inherently lesser. I would understand why now, but back then, yeah, no one wants to put themselves down when they talk. You know, it's just degrading. So I get that, especially even as a kid. It just didn't make sense, and no one would tell me why. Yeah, all you wanted was an explanation, and I get that, right? I feel like you were owed that, but I guess they didn't want to give it to you. Same as the adults in my life. But yeah, I think some adults they just cannot command respect in their normal day-to-day lives. So they have some sort of power trip when they start talking to children because they think that respect is just a prerequisite for when talking to adults, but it's something that you have to earn, you know. And that's what these adults don't get. And they never some of them never grow out of that idea, you know. Those are like the real losers of the world, I'd say. As sad as that might be. Exactly, but I was asking for the explanation. People acted like I was being rude on purpose. You and me too. You and me both. Let's see. That's why I make it a point when I talk to children that like I hear them out. Sometimes they can be little shitheads. That's fine, right? Like that's normal. But like for the most part, like just hear them out. You know, give them a chance to explain their sides of things and like crap, and just to really be able to explain their sides of things or like whatever. And sometimes they might not even ask it in like a very polite way, but that's because they've never learned to, you know? Okay, so I can't get that one. Oh man, this is difficult. Oh, I almost got that one. I missed that. Why didn't it hit? Hopefully I did well. Oh man. Growing up is a difficult thing to do. I'm so glad I turned out the way that I did, but looking back, like there are moments that like I feel like I could have done better, or moments that I kind of wish I could redo. Oh no, this is bad. No. This is so bad. I'm gonna have to make... luckily turning speed won't be a factor here. Oh crap, oh crap. Oh no. Sometimes they don't hit, I think. But yeah, turning speed won't be a problem. It's just the rate of fire and... Oh man. Oh, I couldn't even get that. As you go through the mons, the reticle will get much larger. Oh, okay. I don't know if that'll help me though in certain scenarios, because if there's an X, then I don't. I want to avoid that. This is it. This is Deoxys. After Deoxys, I would have. I got them all. I do like talking about these sorts of things though, right? Like the heavy topics, because I feel like it's nice to one know that someone else has gone through it and how they handled it, like learn how they handled it, and two, I think um I don't get much of that in New York anymore. Like everyone's just so focused on coping. I don't know what the right word is. They're so fixated on just like numbing the pain of like growing up, or not wanting to like actually deal with talking about life. So they're focused on doing is just getting through life. I don't know. I it's That's all to say that like I just don't get conversations like this much anymore. Everyone who I felt like I could talk to about this kind of just stopped. Yeah, avoiding the X is definitely difficulty. Ah, so that's the difficulty aspect of it. Okay. I'm sure I can handle it though. some segments of Rayquaza's body starts like rotating and then going the other way like that. Yeah, so it kind of trips me up. I can't get back up until I get to the next segment. Maybe I'm in a super like introspective mood. Is that the right word? Cuz I've been watching the Matrix movies. But to be fair, I've known about them. I'm just rewatching them so that I could watch that new one in theaters. I hear it's bad, but you know, I'm an AMC A-list member, so I'm trying to watch everything in theaters when it comes out. That first Matrix movie was so good, though. I've always thought about that too, right? Like the question that it brings up of like what is truly real. I think that's interesting. Because if everything that we perceive is real can be emulated by electrical responses, right, to the brain, right? Artificial stimuli that is indistinguishable from the real thing, then like how do we define real, right? I think it's like a question that everyone needs to ask themselves. The second movie was weird though, and I'm sure the third one is going to be even weirder. I fell off? Is that going to shave points off? Yeah, that did. Oh, please. I know Black Mirror did a lot of that for me. Especially that episode where I don't know if you watched Black Mirror, but there was an episode where this girl gets like a robot version of her deceased boyfriend. And it like ponders the question like what makes a person real, and like I don't know. I like shows like that, but sometimes they can get a little too heavy. Sometimes I like to kick back and just watch like very relaxing stuff. Growing up was really interesting for me. I think it took me a long time to understand that my parents even wanted me around. I was fully aware how much of a financial and emotional burden I was, and didn't think that whatever joy they felt from our family made up for it. But asking them why they bothered wasn't a question I wanted to know the answer to. I think I actually didn't want them to think that I was right. Hey man, like I get that whole like, why am I even here if you didn't want me around kind of mentality, you know? Because I felt like that too, you know. For the longest time, like, my parents have always been busy, right? Like, they've always they've always had to overwork themselves because you know they're immigrants in this in this country to provide a future for me, and I didn't really get the moments of like bonding with my parents like most kids did. So when kids would talk about like how close their relationship with their mothers are, or like when I was dating, like how important it was for a guy to have a good relationship with their mother, like I felt like it was just like a thing that was robbed from me almost, right? Because you know, I felt like I was a good person. I just I just didn't have the luxury of having like that kind of family dynamic. And I thought that was fine, but like the fact that it wasn't fine for other people kind of bothered me. But I do want to tell you right now, Indigo Facade, that like you seem like a really cool person. You do. And I don't think you're gonna have problems making friends. I'm pretty sure you do have a huge friend group, you know? But just know that you're here for a reason. You know, there are always going to be people that want you here. I understand that now. They did want me for all the tantrums and ridiculous friction we had. I actually completely hit the jackpot in terms of parents. I feel the same way, actually. 100% I do. Because I know my parents weren't there for me a lot, but they weren't overbearing like traditional Asian parents, right? Like my dad specifically has like this go with the flow mentality, right? Where like he didn't have a specific vision for who I should be when I grew up, you know? Because I think a big problem with Asian communities right now, or Asian families right now, is that these parents, they come to America with these goals for their children, these lofty goals that might not line up with who the child actually ends up turning out to be. So that dissonance causes friction, you know, between the child and the parent. And it causes it's a bit of like it's a point of contention for a lot of families, right? Like one side thinks that they're not living up to expectations while the other wants the parent to accept them for who they are, right? But my parents were never really like that. I've always wanted to do things, right? And if I wanted to, there was little resistance, you know. I think I had a little too much freedom though, because in middle school I was like returning home late at like 3 a.m. you know, because I didn't have a curfew. But I mean, but on the other hand, like I think my parents knew that I wasn't getting myself into trouble, right? I wasn't doing like any weird things like drugs or alcohol. Not because I didn't like, not because I thought it was like bad or anything, right? Like I didn't like all my friends were doing it, and I was cool with it. Like if they wanted to smoke, they could smoke next to me, you know. If they wanted to drink, I'd go, you know, go with them. But it's just something that wasn't personally interested in. I do like drinking now, socially. Uh but at the time, like it just wasn't super interesting to me. But yeah, I think I did hit the jackpot too. Like I wouldn't even be able to pursue like a career in streaming if it weren't for their relaxed nature, I'd say. You know? But I think they're also lucky because I don't take it as like a excuse to just mope around and do nothing, you know. I have ambitions and I have goals for myself that I'd like to achieve. I don't want to just coast. Yeah, I'm glad that you understand that now, right? Like I'm glad that you see eye to eye with your parents, or at least it's not a point of contention for you anymore. So that's good to hear. It's always sad to hear like just bad relationships between parents, you know? Because that should be like one of the constants in life, right? Like just a good relationship, because it should be like a universal truth that parents care about their children, but it's not, unfortunately. I don't really like the thought of anything that impairs my already distractible and TMI mental capacity. It's okay. You know, like at least you know that it works for you. Some people just go their lives not even paying mind to that kind of thing. But at least you're aware of it, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. Oh man, I hope Rhyperior is oh man, he's hard to turn. Oh man. I have tried I don't know if this is okay for me to say. I have tried weed once, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. It's because my friends are big potheads, so they were like, "Yo, you got to try it once at least," you know. I was like, "All right, I'll indulge." but I didn't like it personally. It made me more anxious than I already am, and that wasn't a feeling I liked. So I didn't do it ever again. I took like one puff and it did that much to me. So I can't imagine what it would do, like if I actually became like a heavy smoker or something. Plus, it's expensive. I already have a Pokemon card hobby that I need to satiate. I don't have the funds to start doing more addictive hobbies. I hate the smell of it. I can't even get close to close, much less ingest it. I don't mind the smell of it, to be honest, but that's because I'm so used to it. I grew up with it all around me. I've even been like in the bathroom while they were hotboxing it, but I would always like I can't breathe too sharply when I'm in there because I start coughing hysterically. So I'll have to like breathe into my shirt. And that turn always gets me. Oh man. Oh, this target is huge. This is the part where I rack up the most points, so I like it. Oh, I'm on fire right now. Oh man, never mind. Oh, I'm so glad I missed that last one. I almost hit that X. Man, this is taking a while. I think the minigame is just a long minigame. That's why. I haven't had a drink in a while though. Like alcoholic. Like I enjoy the taste of some. Right? Like beer I recently, not recently, but like when I was a kid I didn't like it. Like when I was in high school I didn't like it because it was so bitter. And then even after high school, like for a couple of years, like when I was 18 or 19, I still didn't like it because it was so bitter. But then I don't know, like a light switch just it flipped for me one day. I tried it and I was like, hey, this isn't that bad. And now I'll have it like socially if it's available, or if it's like the Super Bowl. Oh man, I avoided the big one and I hit the X. But yeah, there was a point where I was really into like recreating movie drinks. Like binging with Babish did an episode on that, and there's another channel that like specializes in that. I forget what the title of the channel name was, but I think it was just this like New York guy who like makes drinks from movies. Like one drink that I really like is the sweet vermouth on rocks with a twist from Groundhog Day. And I'm thinking about like remaking one for Groundhog Day just to drink on the side. But I'll have to see like what day that is, because if it's a streaming day, then maybe not. I am lightweight after all. This is huge. The crosshair is huge. But I feel like the amount of like good targets, if I get every single target, it won't like the X targets won't even make a dent in like the amount of points I accumulate with this. And I'm not doing that. My favorite drink ever was probably Divana's raspberry limeade, but it's discontinued now. Man, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Not with a drink, but with certain food items. So so when I was in middle school, I went on a trip. I forget where to, but I remember coming back the school trip. The we stopped at Wendy's, right? And we were allowed to order our own food and just eat. And that was the first time I was at Wendy's. And I saw that there was a limited time item while I was there. It was called the bacon mushroom melt. The bacon mushroom melt. Um it was just a Wendy's burger with mushrooms and like this amazing cheese sauce, like this like smoky, just the right amount of salt, like cheese sauce. And it was warm and it was so good. And I had a chance to eat it again like a year after that because I went on like another like trip that allowed me to go to a Wendy's that carried it. But it's discontinued now because it was a limited time offer, and it's not like the McRib where it comes back every so often. It hasn't come back, and there would be like times in my life where I just super craving it. So I would like try to look up like if there were any restaurants near me or if it was coming back anytime soon, and it would never be. It would never come back. And it drives me insane because I just want that burger to be like a staple of Wendy's. I would order it all the time if I could. Yeah, I'm a huge burger guy. Whether it's just fast food style or restaurant style. Restaurant style is so good. I just like the idea of having like a genuine burger, you know? An all beef genuine burger cooked to perfection with as many toppings as I want, you know? And I'm going to make myself hungry. I could eat burgers for the rest of my life if I wanted to. I went to Washington, D.C. I think I told you about this in the side, but when I went to Washington, D.C., I was eating nothing but burgers exclusively. Every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I was eating a burger. I ate two of the hotel's signature burgers because that was good, and I had Five Guys. I had something called Cheeseburger. Oh man, I just love burgers so much. There's so many different ways you can prepare it, but I can't have too much of it or else I'll gain weight. And I am on fire. Oh man, never mind. I should just stop saying things. Dang it, limited time stuff is always supposed to inspire people to buy because of the psychological drive to get a limited item. If it's actually delicious, then making it limited is just evil. Yeah. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. I feel for you though. I've never had Tivana's raspberry limeade, but it sounds good. I've also never had a good beef burger. I generally don't eat beef. Man, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just love a good burger. Just like a nice hearty burger. I think it's because growing up, like when I ate, I used to eat like a monster, like I was a Viking or something. Because I used to play a lot of sports, so I would need to eat a lot to even like. Okay, so I think we're done with all the friends. But yeah, I would need to eat um tons of food to even like to even feel full. Because I would play basketball for like 5 hours at a time, and I'd be like dripping in sweat. And at the end of these basketball practices, I would like have to. I would just go to a restaurant like that gave a large quantity of food and just like wolf it all down. I love restaurant Turkin burgers though. What are Turkin burgers? I've never heard of Turkin burgers. Are they? They sound good. They sound good though. Actually, so I guess I finished this entire game. Now it's time for the codes. Oh, turkey burgers. I don't think I've ever had a turkey burger, to be honest. It does, I'm not completely opposed to the idea because I do like turkey sandwiches, but I don't know how much different a turkey burger is. Is it like a crispy chicken burger, but instead of the meat being chicken, it's like turkey? Okay. The hard part is finding a restaurant that has them. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Like, I've never heard a restaurant carry a turkey burger. I've seen chicken burgers before. Let's see. Poképark passwords. Oh, so I was correct. So Pikachu does the surfboard thing and the flying thing. Celebi's appearance. Okay, let's see. Celebi's appearance is... Man, this is so small. Okay, so 3 of these passwords are used to insert Pikachu into the mini games with a surfboard or a bunch of balloons, and then the rest of them are for their appearances in the map, the overworld. Okay, let's see. So two. Oh, this is Japanese. So it's 5806 877 and then 3. Let's see it. Hello, Celebi. Okay, so that's Celebi. Um, it's it's not crispy. It's ground turkey. Oh, okay, okay. If I ever get a chance to try turkey burger, then I'll definitely try it. I really extra content. Yeah, I do want to check them out though. I want to see them walk around, just to just to see and see if I can talk to them, what they have to say. Man, all this talk makes me want to bite into a nice burger right now. 209. Hello, Groudon. Okay, so that's Groudon. Darkrai is 6, 5, 9, 6, 7, 4, 1. Seeing Groudon walk around is pretty cool. Yeah, I bet it. He looks pretty cool from the screenshot that I'm looking at right now. Okay, so that's Darkrai, and then Jirachi is 7, 3, 9, 3, 8, 7, 8, 7, 9, 0. Okay, let's see. I wonder what happens if I input a password wrong. Does it just tell me sorry? Like after the drum roll. Drum roll. Okay, let's see. The Pikachu surfboard is 0, 2, 9, 7, 0, 6, 2, 6. Hey, I got a surf. Oh, I receive a surfboard. That's cool. All right, so it's 999 304 5 and 7. So I should get balloons. Hey, thank you for the balloons. And finally, 67 6744 6162 6162. And we got the snowboard. Let's go. Let me see what happens if I just randomly input something. Okay. Balloon Pikachu, let's go. Okay. So then I don't think I'll play the mini games, but I do want to check out like the appearances of all the Pokemon that we just added. So we'll see that. Where is the balloon? This way. Hey friend, I could take you anywhere. Meeting place? Oh wait, maybe I should have just gone to the meadow zone. That would have been smarter. Hey Indigo Facade, do you collect Pokemon cards by any chance? That's the only location I remember. Oh, my grandma's calling me. I have to call her back. Okay. Oh man, I can't really call her right now. That might be my signal to have to end stream soon. I mean, it is 3:40, so I should. Alright, so I guess the plan is I should check for the new Pokemon that was added, and then I'm gonna have to end stream there because I need to call back my grandma. I don't anymore. I have a few I keep on display, and that's part of the ones that I want for the Plasma Freeze Evolutions. Ah, the classics. There's Eevee. Or I mean, sorry, Celebi. Can I befriend you? I think we're already friends. Hello, my name is Celebi. I've been watching the Poképark. You've done a great job. I saw you having fun with your friends in Tangrowth to swing along. I'm your friend too. Oh, I can play chase. But not anyway. Have a great rest of your day. I'm just gonna check out the Pokemon that we spawned in with the password first, and then I'm gonna call back my grandma. Well, I'm gonna end stream and then call back my grandma. No problem. I should check out Showdown though. It sounds interesting. Is that the one where you choose your own Pokemon and then verse? Like the browser one, right? If I'm not mistaken. That's amazing. You caught me at my top speed. Yes, I did. And also, Indigo Facade, thank you for just being here. To be honest, like I don't think I would be as enthusiastic about streaming if it weren't for people like you coming into the stream and just talking to me. You know. And it helps that you're a very, very good conversationalist. Like I really like talking to people like you because you seem very reasonable and very in tune with just yourself and people around you, you know? And I like that. I just don't like talking to people who try to make excuses for things or like do everything in their power to look away, like look not look at things. Oh, he's right here. This is the only zone that still seems like a good old Pokepark. What I like is how hot this place is. I've joined your friends. Since you're here, how about we play skill games? Please let me battle. Yes! No holds barred. Oh my. Oh, this is terrifying. Okay. I thought he would do something more like... Oh. 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 Oh! That doesn't stun him. I got ways to go. Alright. Actually, I know I promised to see all the friends, but my grandma's kind of blowing up the phone, so... Blowing up my phone, so it's I think it's a little bit of an emergency, maybe. Hopefully it's not. Maybe she just doesn't understand streaming. But I think I have to just end it here. But yeah, thank you Indigo Facade for being here, just being active in the chat and having a great conversation with me. I feel like I really got to know you and you got to really know me. And I look forward to seeing you more and more in stream, you know, like, yeah, hope it's all good. And for all the other viewers out there, thank you for just being here, just, you know, even if it was just a lurk, just having you guys on in the background and having me on in your background is it's just an honor. I you know, there's no easy way to put it. It's just an honor for me because you know, you could have been watching anybody else, but you chose to watch me today. I'm truly thankful for that. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming again on Wednesday from 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys are available, please come say hi, check me out, you know, maybe even lurk. I'm going to be finishing the password Pokemon in this game, and then I think I'm going to start Poképark 2 after that. So sorry that there's no opening for tonight. I just the whole setup that I have right now is kind of on the fritz, so I don't want to risk doing that, you know, setting that up. But yeah, I think that's all for me today. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you guys tune in next time that I stream. And yeah, I guess that's it. Bye.